everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar. This looks like a comfortable spot to give updates. Okay, yep, not comfortable. I have some good news and I have some bad news. First things first, Pit Viper, the sunglasses company, is completely sold out. So that's the bad news. Oh, hi, Zach. And I honestly, you smell like a skunk. And I honestly don't have a clue when they're gonna come back in stock. But I'll let you guys know as soon as I find out. Okay, don't have to knead at my leg. You have claws. I have sensitive skin. But the good news, Ariat is fully stocked up and ready to rock and roll. And here's the best part. You can get 10% off if you order through the link in the description. Dude, you are way too comfortable right now. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button.
Do you guys know who is on the other side of them doors? Take a guess. Hey, welcome back, Cooper. We're gonna go ahead and get a bunch of the equipment out of the machine shed here. We're just trying to get it so when we're working in here later and tomorrow, we got plenty of room. Pull it, I gotta raise it. Well, at least most of the stuff, the big stuff to get out, that kind of helps. Trying to get stuff out of our big machine shed, so hopefully we can start working on it yet this afternoon. Now they're talking some rain tonight. Maybe some severe storms too. We'll keep that on the low side. I was kind of looking at some of the corn out here. Some of it was kind of blowing over not too far, you know, maybe just leaning about as far as this crowbar. Some of that is trying to stand up a little bit. I see we got some, well, all four of them are down in our shop. The rims are off of the trailer because the tires were kind of bad. We're going to get some new ones so we can put them on. We had to order 60 2x4s, 20 foot long, and we ordered a bunch of 2x12s. We're going to rebuild the rafters back that are broke. So hopefully we got enough here. They got more material coming next week, but with all the orders, we were lucky to get what we could.
It's a lot of wood. There was a little bit of old corn on the floor, and then when the roof got ripped off, that all got wet, and now it smells like rotten corn in here. So I'm gonna scoop all of this up, and then we'll get it out of here, then hopefully the smell should disappear with it. Already smells better.
Had somebody ask me the other day, they said, Daddy Cornstar, how do you like that Case 340? I'm like, you know, you'll have to talk to Cooper because he's the one that ran it this spring. I honestly haven't really did anything with it. I drove it from my place to Cole's place, which is only 2 miles away, drove it back home. Otherwise, I backed it out a few times of a shed and drove it back in, but I haven't done much with it at all. But I know Cooper really likes it. But right now I'm gonna go ahead, we were gonna start working on some stuff in the machine shed tonight on the rafters, but we had a plan of change. So now we're back to putting some of the big stuff back in the shed so it don't get wet tonight. We take everything out, now we put the big stuff back in. Oh man, what happened? Our door is bent from the windstorm. Now we can't get the door open. We gotta check the top row of that hay where the roof came out on the building. Some of that got a little bit wet. A couple of the top bales seemed like some moisture on them. The old sun's starting to go down, so we're gonna start kind of packing things up. My tummy's getting hungry. I'm ready to head home and eat.
I did a lot of stuff yesterday, but it doesn't look like I got a whole lot done. It also looks like we got 1/4 inch rain. I got all my little brush piles that I had in the driveway cleaned up, and I also got all my little rock piles picked up. It was pretty boring filming wise, because all I was doing was this. And I'd scoop it up in my hands, and I'd throw it in the skid loader bucket. Or I'd take a shovel, bring it into a pile, scoop it up, and throw it in the skid loader bucket. I'm just glad I got it done. We need to back out all this equipment because we're gonna tear down the damaged part of the roof and then Justin's gonna fix it.
Just like that easy.
Slap up a couple 2x4s, a few pieces of 10, and we'll be good to go. You already broke the telehandler, Dad?
I'm hoping that the batteries are just getting some age on them. We're getting 2 new ones right now. We're gonna put them in there and hopefully that does the trick. I haven't watched this one yet.
We're gonna set up a scaffolding, that way if the telehandler is in a position, we can still get up and down. The telehandler is gonna be really nice because we can lift heavy stuff up and we can lift heavy stuff down. Speaking of that, this center plank has an auger sitting on top of it. We need to get everything up there down. That auger that's going at an angle needs to come down, and all this tin and wood that's falling down needs to come down.
With any job, it just takes a little while to get things set up. Everything's out of the way, Justin. When you get up on top of the roof, that's when you notice a lot of holes up there. When you're running a telehandler and there's people up above, you want to be steady and easy so you don't knock them out of the bucket. Trying to get some of our debris out of the way so we can start working on the rafters, rebuilding them. Starting around there, 90 feet on both sides of the roof. Got holes in it and stuff from stuff falling. Missing your mom?
Yes.
Once we get everything tore down, we can all kind of jump in. Right now, we can only have a couple guys up there.
Yeah, it looks OSHA approved. See what's going on up here. We have a bunch of tin to pull off. I might as well go down, grab my tools, and get started. See if I can keep from falling off this ladder first.
I got them pulled.
We have to be really careful when we're walking up here because two of these rafters got broken, so essentially there's spots that are just kind of floating. My foot is actually on top of a rafter right now, but there's about a 10-foot overlay right here where there's nothing under it. So if I walked out there, these could snap, and then I would go for a ride. Justin's on the lift inside of the shed, and he's working on all the dangerous spots, and then we're getting all the nails pulled in all the areas that have solid footing. All of this side is ruined, so this is all gonna be brand new sheeting on the roof.
So right now our main goal is there's two rafters broken really bad. We're trying to get them open so we can get them pushed back up and rebuild them. As you look across that side of the roof, when you're up here it looks totally different than down below. You can see how much damage is in it, how many holes, and it's just all wavy.
So I've been thinking lately, you know, bank accounts running a little dry. You know, some celebrities sell their hair, and I was thinking, if someone gives me $100,000, now how about this? Yeah, $100,000 and I'll cut my mullet, or I'll auction off my hair.
I'm not auctioning off my hair, I guess, but I guess if the price is right, I would. Call this flying flamingo. Have you guys ever wondered what it looks like to see four little monkeys sitting around?
Tired, he's working us to the bone.
He's complaining. He says we're working him to the bone. Actually, when Justin's here and we're doing carpentry work, he's actually the boss. We just do what we're told.
I'm pretty pleased with what we got done today. We got all the falling down tin off. The two ruined rafters are exposed. So now we have free access to work on them. Then we got all the crunched up tin on this side off. We still have a lot to do, but we're making good headway. This particular spot was especially slow because Justin had to do a lot of the work from on the lift, sticking through a little peephole because it wasn't safe to walk on top of the tin. All of this stuff is perfectly safe to walk on top of. So hopefully that half goes a lot faster than this. Looks weird having a sunroof in here.